Hi everyone, it's Miss Kessling. I just wanted to do a quick video to explain the virtual lab and what you're going to need to do. You are going to have the next couple days to do this, so don't freak out about getting it all done in one day. I would just leave the tab open so you can get going on wherever you left off if you choose not to get it done all in one day. So for this assignment, first of all, you're going to use the website I give you. Now some of you, it might ask you to like update your Adobe, so to do that, usually it'll just do it for you if you click update Adobe and then allow or download or whatever, and then it'll pop up for you. I have to do that every single time for some reason. So for this experiment, you're going to pretend you're a horticulturist, which is a plant scientist, and basically your residents nearby are upset because their flowers, your flowers, are not doing well, and it's because you realize that they're washing their cars with detergent, and that detergent is running into a stream, and then that stream is running into your flower beds. And so what's happening is your flowers are dying, and you're wondering why. Is it the soap that's running into from the stream because of the people washing their cars, or is it something else? So what you guys are going to do is you're going to create an experiment. Now this is virtually, obviously. So you're going to look and you're going to have a control group right here. Now remember the control group, if you don't remember, use the video I posted on Monday to help you remember these terms, but this is the group that you're not going to test on. So this group should not receive a treatment. And then your experimental group is over here. This is the one that you are going to experiment on. So they are going to receive the treatment. Now remember, everything else in the experiment needs to stay the same except for what you're testing. So when you get in, you're going to choose the flowers. So since everything's going to be the same, you're obviously going to want to pick the same flower. So I'm just going to go with the marigold. And then you're going to pick a pot. So I'm just going to go here. I'm going to pick a soil. And then here's the detergent. So this is where you're going to decide. And then what you're going to do is when you go through this, it's going to bring you into the actual experiment. Now, this is the part that you're doing virtually, but then what you're going to do is you're going to complete a lab report for me. So again, it says here you can only do one variable at a time. Now, all you're going to do is basically what we would do if it were a real lab in class. Only instead of me providing you with all the steps and the procedures, you're going to do that yourself. So the observation was given for you. The observation was that your plants are dying. So now you need to basically create every other part of this experiment. You're going to identify what the question was. So when your flowers are dying, what question does that lead you to? Then you're going to create a hypothesis. Remember the rules. That video has from Monday has the rules on it. So if you don't remember the rules, go back to that video to find those. Then you're going to go to the test the hypothesis part. This is where you're going to list the materials you'll need. So basically, anything you would need for this experiment, if you were going to do it in real life, you're going to list underneath your materials. So the type of pot, the type of soil, the flowers, etc., all that stuff. Then you need to identify the variables. Again, if you cannot remember these variables, you can go back to that video and that'll help you with that. So you're going to identify the IV, which is independent variable, the dependent variable, at least 6 constants. I think for the other classes I might have had a little less, so there's some constants. And then your control group and your experimental group. Again, any terminology, go back and to that video to help you figure that out. And then you're going to analyze your data. Now it's not going to give you the best data because this is a fake lab. It's virtual. But you're just going to, based on what you see with the growth, you're going to tell me what you see with your data. Did one grow more than the other? Did one grow less than the other? Did they stay the same? Anything you see with how the plant grew at the end. And then lastly, your conclusion. This is where you're going to basically summarize the experiment. You're going to accept or reject your hypothesis. So I accept it because of this, or I reject it because of this, and then back it up with data. And then lastly, you're going to identify any possible errors that could have occurred if this was done in real life. Now obviously you're doing it virtually, so there's not going to be any errors that could have occurred. But if you were doing this in real life, what would be some errors that maybe could have occurred that you may have done? No lab is perfect. No person is perfect. Even when I do certain things with measuring, you make mistakes unless you're being 100% accurate, which is very difficult to do in science. So keep in mind what you're going to do. This should be a paragraph. The conclusion should be at least 7 sentences, give or take. So don't freak out about the length. Just make sure you have a good conclusion paragraph that, like I said, summarizes the experiment, accepts or rejects it. Make sure you back it up with data, and then also any possible errors that could occur if you were to do this in real life. Okay? As always, if you are confused or you need help, you can absolutely email me. I will help you with that. There is an advanced version of this and a different version as well, so just be aware it might be a little bit different. And again, the website and everything is on Google Classroom, and I'm just picking randomly so you can see if you mess up, you can click the start over button, pick a different. I don't care what you pick on here, just remember you can only change one variable at a time, okay? And we want to test to see if the detergent is what is causing the issue. So remember, the detergent is what we want to see if it's causing the issue with the plant growth, okay? All right, good luck, have fun, and I look forward to reading these. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.